What's going on, guys? JPP Duel here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday. And for today's gameplay, I'm bringing you a prankkids versus SwordSoul matchup with my opponent playing SwordSoul going first. So let's get right on with the gameplay. Now, before the gameplay begins, if you guys look at my hand, I have nothing in my hand I can use to interact with my opponent going through his full combo, so he's pretty much in the clear to do whatever he wants. My opponent starts off his turn by activating Emergence, searching for the Long Yan. Long Yan activates, discards the Taya, specials Long Yan plus a token, and that's going to be an instant Baron Defleur. Baron Defleur in defense, activate Long Yan, burns before 1200, and this right here was pretty new to me. Now let me know in the comment section below if you guys have ever faced against a SwordSoul like this. Keep in mind this is a Diamond 1 gameplay. He normals out the tour guide from the underworld to pull out a Sangun from his deck onto the field. Now these two are effect monsters, so it's basically a one card combo towards Predaplan, Verte, and Anaconda into DPE, and that's exactly what my opponent does, but still pretty surprising for me. So he goes into Predaplan, Verte, and Anaconda. Sangun in the graveyard activates, which allows him to search for Maxi. He has Maxi in his hand. Then activates Predaplan, Verte, and Anaconda to go into his DPE, and DPE comes on the field. DPE activates to pop the Predaplan plus DPE itself. Activate DPE from the graveyard, set down one card, end his turn. Now usually, when I do my combo with Predaplan into DPE, I tend to pop my Predaplan and DPE as well, because Predaplan is such a low attack monster, and if your opponent finds a way to push over the final attack and outright OTK you that turn, it's really bad for you. So you usually want to kill off the Predaplan with DPE the turn you use Predaplan to summon out DPE. So let's see what I draw into. I was hoping to draw into either a Raigeki or a Kaiju, but Fusion Destiny was pretty good as well. If I drew into Kaiju or Raigeki, it was pretty much game over. I was going to wipe out his whole field anyways. But with this, I could still wipe out his whole field. Let's see how I play. Standby phase, his DPE comes back on the field. So right here, main phase 1, I start my turn off by activating prankkids plays. Now, over here I was hoping to bait out his Baron Defleur's Omni Negate, but I ended up baiting out his DPE's card destruction effect. So I used my Forbidden Droplet, chainlink it to DPE's activation, and discard a monster plus a spell card. So I discard the fancies that I had in my hand originally, plus the second copy of Crossout. So the reason why I did it this way is because, first of all, if I did not discard a monster, Baron Defleur could have just outright negated my Forbidden Droplet. That would have been bad for us. The spell card is specifically in case this card was a Crossout designator. So that's the reason why I discarded a spell card as well. I mean, other reason was I had 2 copies of Crossout, but anyways, you guys understand the point why I discarded the way I discarded. So that resolves, target the DPE, target the Baron Defleur, negate both of them, and DPE stays on the field. Prankkids plays, searches me for another starter card. So I know I had a way to search for a starter card, which was in the chain activation itself. That's why I discarded the fancies in my hand as well. Then my opponent Maxis me. We already know the card he had left in his hand was Maxi, because he used Sangun to search for the Maxi. Again, we had another Crossout designator, so I used Crossout, banish a Maxi from my own deck to negate the Maxi my opponent just threw right into my face. That whole thing resolves. Now I go into my combo. Normal out my Dropsies, go into my combo. And as I'm going through this combo, you guys realize this, right? The opponent's DPE is gonna get lowered to such a low amount of attack. It's at 750 right now, and once my DPE comes on the field, it's gonna go down at 350. So my Bow Wow Bark will be easily able to get over that and kill it. And my DPE will be on the field with 2500 attack, so DPE can just kill off the Baron Defleur and then pop itself, pop the backward step, whatever it may be. So activate our Doodle-Doo, target a copy of Prankkids Monster plus Panda, add them to her hand. You guys already know the combo by now. It's just that at this point I did not have the leisure to go into two Doodle-Doos because I cannot banish any cards that I had in my hand. So just one Doodle-Doo into Bow Wow Bark into Dropsy's special. Activate the Fusion Destiny, go into our own DPE play. So DPE in attack, then go into battle phase, kill off the opponent's DPE, which was at 350 with Bow Wow, then kill off my opponent's Baron de Fleur with my own DPE, and then activate DPE, pop the back row set, which turned out to be a Forbidden Droplet. Now, since he did not have any cards in his hand, if he activated the Forbidden Droplet, he would be forced to send to the graveyard his Baron de Fleur or the DPE, which in case DPE will not be able to be activated from the graveyard since it was not destroyed through battle or card effect. So that Forbidden Droplet basically became a dead card on the field for my opponent. So activate DPE in the graveyard, activate Pranks, recycle 3, draw 1, end my turn. So keep in mind, with this, I had 6 different Prankkids cards in my graveyard. That was the only reason why I could activate the Prankkids Pranks, even though I only went through 1 Doodle-Doo over 2. So my opponent draws into Despot 001 on draw phase. So he activates the Dasher's effect to special out the Despot 001, to which I chain link my Bow Wow Bark. So now my Dropsies that's on the field is immune to destruction through card effects now, basically. So DPE cannot kill Dropsies anymore. Standby phase, both our DPEs come on the field. So his DPE comes, and then my DPE comes on the field as well. I put mine in defense to specifically play around Lightning Storm because I know he's going to draw 2 more cards using the Celestial in the graveyard, which he precisely does at this point. So 2 cards, he activates DPE, to which I chain link my own DPE. And then I chain link my Pandemonium to that. Now keep in mind the chain link, right? His DPE, my DPE, and then Pandemonium. Now, even if he chain links a Forbidden Droplet to this, he will only be able to Forbidden Droplet our DPE that is currently on the field, because the way the chain link works, his Forbidden Droplet will be resolved first, then my Butler will come on the field. So I would still have my Butler pop afterwards. This was not a misplay. I deliberately chain linked the way that I did because I was not worried about anything at that point. Excuse me. So now the chain link resolves. My Butler comes on the field. So use up 3 cards. Butler online. DPE. I pop my own DPE to pop his Despot 001. Excuse me. And now, this is where it is really hard to say this guy is Diamond 1. Watch what he targets. He could have targeted my Prankkids Place or my Prankkids Pranks. Now usually if you're against Prankkids, you want to target their Prankkids Pranks because it's their card that helps them recycle stuff. But see what he targets. Watch this, okay? Watch this. Now granted, I could have used my DPE to target my own Pandemonium, pop my Pandemonium, and pop my opponent's Despot 001. I could have done that to keep my own DPE on the field. But at that point, he would have just popped his own DPE to pop my DPE. So watch what my opponent does. See what card my opponent targets. My opponent freaking targeted, I believe, my Butler. Yeah, I believe he either targeted my Butler or my Pandemonium, which was really, really bad on his part. Like, I can't. This is Diamond 1, guys. I can't. So we get all our graveyard activations. My opponent starts the chain link by activating his DP in the graveyard. I chain link my DP and then get all my Prankkids graveyard activations. And you guys already know what's about to happen. It's gonna be a 2 Dropsies. You guys know I love my Dropsies for the totally awesome play. So 2 Dropsies plus Pansies. Now, this guy, he only drew into Longyam plus SwordSoul Blackout. So now we have 2 Butler pops ready for him. So he activates Longyam. I mean, he should know at this point he lost the game. There's no point even doing this play, but he still does it anyway. So props to him for sticking the game out. So he activates Longyam, discards the Blackout, gets it on the field, gets a token, and we instantly use our Butler pop his field. Use the Meow move, banish it, pop. He has no other play anymore, and he outright scoops. That's gonna be the end of the game, guys. If you guys do like this kind of content, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel for more daily prank and video uploads, and if you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel. Link along with my schedule is gonna be in the video description itself. This is JPBduel signing out for today. See you guys in the next video. Peace!